Hey, it's a wagon. Yes, it is a wagon. It's a 2013, I think. I should probably figure that out, but I believe it's a 2013 Audi A4 Avant, or wagon in non-Audi speak. It's a nice one. White over tan, 94,000 miles, S-line trim, which means it's got sporty seats, some other little touches, and it's got some good options. So let's poke around it. You know, stuff that's noteworthy. As I said, it is in remarkably good condition. By the time you see the auction for this, which is when the earliest you're gonna see this video, it's gonna have all of its center caps. It's got one. I took the pictures with two random ones that don't fit this car quite right, but just to make it look presentable. But the other ones are already on order, so it's gonna have all of its four center caps there. Tires are nice. They're Continentals, Conti Pro Contact, nice tires, lots of tread. They're not rotted out, but they're getting aged. These are 2017s, middle of 2017, I believe. I saw there was at least one other one that was 2016. Yeah, this is 2017 as well. So they're you don't need to replace them today, but you know, they're just about due. Probably get through winter, depending on your climate. And but you know, budget for tires eventually. Your mileage may vary, literally. Little damage on the front bumper. And there are some rock chips, but nothing crazy. Headlights are largely pretty clear. This car did just get detailed, and there's still a little, you see there's some moisture in this light right here. So it's not perfectly sealed. There's no errors. It lights up, it turns on. But again, depending on your climate, here in California, you could probably get away with that for a while. But if you're somewhere where you're going to use an all-wheel drive wagon, you might want to address that. Hopefully it's just as simple as the seal at the bulb. A little bit of rash on this wheel. Spokes all look good, so it's still pretty presentable, but there is some curb rash there. You know what? There was a ding. Where did I see that ding? It was on this fender. Yeah. Somebody did a not great touch-up paint job on that. So I did notice that. I mean, for being a 12-plus-year-old wagon, a little scuff on the mirror. That might polish out. Can't really tell. For being a 12-plus-year-old wagon, it's very, very presentable. I try and be overly picky here. There is one spot that's beyond being picky on the A-pillar on the driver's side. We'll see that before we step inside. How's this wheel? This wheel's great. Really no curb rash at all. And you know what that tells me? It tells me they're rotating their tires, because this is the one that usually gets the most chewed up. Because that's the one that gets, that or this person never ever parallel parked. But you know, let's face it, totally in the cards. Rear bumper looks good. Couple little marks. There's one, to get it in the shade and you can see better. There's one there, couple here, little scuff here. Wagon problems, loading stuff in and out. That's the correct center cap. And yeah, see, this one's got some curb rash on it. So that's one sneaky way you can see if someone's been rotating their tires. All the curb rash is on that right side and most on the right rear wheel. This is the one that should be getting curb rash the most. I'm sorry, the least. And it's got curb rash on it. So these tires were probably frequently rotated, sign of good maintenance. You'll love to see it. A little scuff here. This is what I was talking about on this A-pillar. It might come off as just a scratch. It's down to the metal. It is actually a little bit dented. You can feel it. I don't know if it's gonna come across in either the photos or a GoPro. Certainly repairable, right? It's not like this pillar's crushed or bent or anything. Kind of see it if I get it in the shade. It's pretty minor, but it did ding this chrome strip and then this upper weather seal here. You don't hear it. It's not like it makes noise, but there's a subtle tear in the seal. You know, there's a quiet car. We'll find out how quiet on the drive. But you don't hear any wind noise, which is fine. This reveal molding on the side of the windshield looks fine. No damage to it. So, yeah. That's the biggest flaw in this car. But interior, very nice. Let's confirm all the things work. Driver's side seat looks very good. Side bolster looks great. Little bit of wear, but nothing bad. This lower seat bolster here, this bottom bolster looks okay. There is some cracking here on this plastic. Somebody must have just, you know, getting in and out. You lean your palm on this, I can see how that could get cracked from pushing down. Otherwise, power seat works. All the things. Sport seats, part of that S-line trim we were talking about. Let's give it a whirl. Uh-oh. Immigrant song. Boy, I hope that wasn't enough to get me copyright struck. We're gonna find out. That'll be like $7 I don't make if I do. All the things work. You heard the stereo. We've got, I haven't tried the nav. Map. There we go. By Baria's greatest town, Port Costa. Excellent. We're at 94,383. It does have a maintenance reminder light that comes up on startup, just says service due. I don't know what service that is. We'll check the Carfax and see. I don't think it's due for anything, but the car thinks it does. And who am I to question the car? Oh, car button. What if I push that? Oil level. Let's check it. Well, 2 minutes. Engine warm and turned off. Okay, well, okay. We'll worry about that another day. Service interval? Yeah, it just hasn't been updated. I'm pretty sure the oil hasn't been changed once since 16,000 miles. I don't want to reset the light because I don't know when the oil changes, but anyways, we've got info, we've got the map. Okay, what else do we have? We have HVAC. It is blowing nice and cold right now. We've got all the speeds. So that all works. We have heated seats, heated and cooled seats. No, I think those are just heated. Just heated, not cooled. We've got HVAC, we've done that. We've got heated seat over there. We can crank that up a couple different levels. Big ol' honkin' sunroof. There's the shade. Somebody stuck this, you know, easily removable adhesive, you know, additional shade. Kind of keep it cool in the summer. Again, California. And it works. Let's just hope it closes. Okay. Everything works so far. Knock on wood. Let's try all our windows. Okay. Auto down. Auto up. Fabulous. Mirror. Mirror. There it goes. How about this side? Up, down, out, in. Cool. Power locks. We'll do headlights, fogs. Oh, you gotta open the door to pop the hood. We'll pop the trunk. I know, the lights are on. It's letting me know. See? Maybe you can see. Hey, see? Okay. We'll pop the hood. Let's look in this back seat real quick. Oh, power locks. They do work. Check that out. By the way, that rear hatch, it's power. Back here, it's quite nice. Rear seat, it's quite nice. Holds my camera gear just fine. Headliner's in good shape. Cargo. It holds it. It's got this nice mat. It's a nice shape underneath. Oops. Got a little too aggressive with our sunshade here. There we go. Close that. Bang. That looks good. Ignore all the camera stuff. The only thing additional that I did see on the interior was there's one little mark on this seat. It kind of looks like it might be a burn mark. I can't really tell. Oh, it looks like it also could have been just like a part of the surface of the leather just got caught on something and scooped. I see nothing else that would even come close to pointing to this car being smoked in. Doesn't smell like it at all. It smells lovely. Smells like an Audi of its era. Power seat works over here, by the way. Yeah, you know, so I don't think it's a burn mark. It looks kind of like one, but I really don't think it is. That's kind of it. This car is nice. Let's pop the hood. Let's look under there real quick before we drive it. Two-liter, you know, it's like Frank's Red Hot sauce. They put this engine in and on everything. And yeah, I believe it's 200 horsepower, I think that's right. Got the proper man oil filter, that's what you want to see. Headlights, fog lights. All right, why don't we go for a drive and see how the wagons. That almost made sense. All right, let's just drive. Okay. Let's roll. Okay. There we have it. This is a nice car. It's got all the luxury bits and bobs. It actually dances pretty decently on this back road, although I didn't push it too hard. And because of 2016 tires and all my camera gear rolling around the back. But yeah, solid 94,000 mile wagon. So yeah, thanks for following along. If you haven't seen the auction yet, go to the link in the description below of this video and you can see it. And if you're doing this in the first week that you see this video, you can maybe buy it. So do that if you want. Bid often, bid early. Thanks for tagging along. All right. Cheers.